Welcome, guys. Very excited to be here on the webinar with you guys. Hello from Cyprus. My name is Efrosyni. Let me just turn on my camera so I can say a quick hello. 1 second. There you go. Hello, hello, hello. So my name's Efrosyni. Just before we get started, if you can just type on the chat and just let me know that you guys can actually hear me, okay? And then we can rock and roll, basically. I see we've got a whole bunch of different countries that have joined us. Miss you too, Maria. Awesome. So we got Romania, we got the UK in the house. What else have we got? We got Las Palmas. Love the Canary Islands. Any countries that I've missed? I don't know. Prague. Oh, I love Prague. Absolutely love Prague. I've been to Prague 3 times. Can never get enough of it. And of course, Brasov in Romania. Romania, big welcome to the family. So guys, we're just going to kick things off, okay? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Efrosyni. I'm going to be your presenter for tonight in this webinar. I can see that we've got lots of different time zones. Just before we get started, if you got yourself a little smartphone, my recommendation is that over the next half an hour to 40 minutes or so, please put on silent just so you don't really have any distractions. So I'll tell you what, we're going to share some really powerful information with you guys that could change the direction of your life. I mean, I remember when I came across the information just over 7.5 years ago. And at the time I was living in London. I'm in Cyprus for a holiday right now, but my base is actually in Australia. So lots of different time zones lately. I was just in Romania until yesterday. Miss Romania. It was beautiful, but so cold. And just basically, you know, because of the information that I'm going to share with you guys over the next half an hour, 45 minutes or so, seeing this information, saying yes, saying I want more to life. You know, I've always had this question going on in my mind as I was working in London when I came across the information, and I was working crazy hours. I used to work 80 to 100 hours a week, and my brother invited me to see a presentation similar to what I'm going to share with you guys. And at the time, I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired. So when I saw it, I mean, the one thing that I saw, I mean, you can see there on the screen, that's a picture of beautiful, that's in Fiji actually. That you can see on the screen, and I was sitting there looking at these really cool holiday pictures, and I'm sitting there going, I want to be there, you know, not here, okay? And he showed me a way that I can actually make it happen. And now looking back 7.5 years later, it's been a pretty crazy lifestyle, you know. Take 1 or 2 holidays every single month. This year I've done well over 300 trips. Being able to create freedom through our club. And it's just been a pretty blessed lifestyle. And I'm not saying this to impress you. I just want to open up your mind to the possibilities of what can happen when you want more from life and you come across the right vehicle that can help you get there. Now, by the end of this next 35 minutes or so, you're going to see a couple of different options. You know, one is a way that you can travel the world at guaranteed wholesale prices, okay? And the second option is a vehicle where it can enable you to make some extra side income, whether it's a little bit of income or crazy income. You got the option of both. It comes down to how hungry you are. And essentially the person that invited you to share this information with you guys, they're just excited to share it with you. We're not going to sit here try to twist your arm and convince you. We don't need to convince you. The product sells itself. By the end of it, you know what's going to be the best option for you. But just before we get started, I want to share a little story that I remember inspired me with Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook. To give you an idea, Mark Zuckerberg, when he was thinking of launching Facebook quite a few years ago now, it's probably been about 15 years now, he invited 5 of his friends around to his university dorm. Now, if you see there from the slide, only 2 of his friends showed up. So the other 3 didn't even show up, to give you an idea. And he sat down and he explained the vision of what is now called Facebook. Now, his vision wasn't that big back then. His vision was just to connect all the students at Harvard University. And then it just started getting bigger and bigger and bigger from there. Now, he asked his friends to be open-minded, and they were open-minded, and they invested $5,000 each, the two friends that showed up. Now, if you sit there and search what are the top 10 youngest billionaires in the world, you'll see that 3 of them, the third being Mark Zuckerberg, are in the top 10 youngest billionaires in the world. So there's nothing more powerful than an open mind. And all I'm going to ask you is that over the next half an hour or so is just have an open mind, take in the information, see which part resonates the most with you. Okay, and by the end of it, I mean, I'll tell you, we're going to have some fun. We're going to start traveling the world and building some amazing memories. And that's essentially what I saw when I came across it. I had an open mind at the time because I did want more in life. And when someone in the front of the room, because I went to a presentation, shared this information, and one of the things that he said, he goes, what if there was a way for you to travel the world, share it with your friends, and get paid on top of that? And I remember sitting there going, I want to travel the world anyway. I mean, traveling the world traveling is one thing that you don't need to sell to your friends. You know, we all love it. I mean, let's face it, okay? I'm just going to ask you right now, if I said to you, I will give you a ticket and accommodation to any place you want to go to in the world right now, where's the first place you would want to go on holidays to? Just type it on the chat. I want to hear where everybody wants to go. Prague. Machu Picchu, totally. Samoa, there's actually a really cool trip to Samoa right now. Seychelles, absolutely. I'm noticing a little bit of a trend that most of these countries you guys are naming right now, they're warm countries. Vegas, I love Vegas. I was just there in December. Hawaii is gorgeous. India, I love it. Japan, that's on my bucket list as well. Awesome. Tahiti. Well, guys, I'm going to show you how you can do exactly that. I mean, in fact, you can see some of the pictures from some of the trips that I've been able to do as well. The picture on the top right, to give you an idea, where I'm wearing a red shirt, is actually in Maui in Hawaii. On the bottom right, that's in Africa, cage diving with crocodiles. Skydiving, walking with lions in Africa, Statue of David over in Florence, you know, swimming with dolphins in Mexico, riding elephants in Bali, Indonesia, you know, Barcelona, Hungary, so many amazing experiences. And the only reason we've been able to experience these is purely because of our travel club. Now, let's put things in perspective, guys. In our lifetime, we usually come across some companies that come and disrupt an industry. I mean, Facebook changed the way people communicate. Skype changed telecommunications forever. I mean, you guys might remember once upon a time when we used to pay for long distance phone calls. Now you don't pay for long distance phone calls. Now there's Skype, WhatsApp, Viber. You can call your friends on Facebook. You'd be crazy to pay for long distance phone calls. And that's essentially what Skype has done. It's just taken the industry, completely disrupting it. Uber's doing the same to the taxi industry. Netflix did the same, you know, to Blockbuster. And essentially the same way, this is what our company and our core product, which is called DreamTrips, is doing to the travel industry. Okay, this has never been done before until our company came along. So what is DreamTrips? Well, for one thing, we're a world award-winning travel club. And I'm actually going to put this on the screen. Feel free to go on there. If you go to the worldtravelawards.com, the World Travel Awards, to give you an idea, is the industry standard, the equivalent of the Oscars for the travel industry. That's what the World Travel Awards is. Now, if you go to the World Travel Awards and you search DreamTrips, which is our core product, you'll see that in the last few years we won 23 different awards. Now, why are we winning all these different awards? Because we're doing things that have never been done before. We're not just a travel company. We're not just a travel club. We're a company that offers the kind of holidays you couldn't go package yourself. And I'm going to give you some examples shortly. And that's why we're winning all these awards. Now, if you've actually got an iPhone, obviously you know Siri, you turn around and say, Siri, what is the world's leading travel club? Okay, and you ask Siri that, what she'll come back with is that it'll come up with the World Travel Awards, and you'll be able to see DreamTrips on it. So if Siri's saying it, okay, that's a big clue. So let me just basically kind of go into how our technology works. You download an app. It's called DreamTrips, straight from the Google Play or the App Store. You can download it right now as soon as we finish the webinar. You get a unique member ID that you can log in and access our exclusive deals. And there's two ways that you can travel with our company. One is the booking engine, okay? So anything travel related. So you go to the booking engine, and as you can see, you can book flights, hotels, car rentals, even activities, hideaways, villas and condos. So lots of different choices there that you can book. The only difference is that instead of going to all the booking engines that you normally would go to when you're booking holidays, you go to your own booking engine with your own unique member ID. And just because you're a member of the club, you get access to prices that are not available to the public, and what we call the price pledge. Now, the price pledge is, let's say, for example, you're going to book a flight right now to go to, I don't know, Las Vegas, because I love Vegas, okay? I usually do Vegas once a year. So let's say you're going to book a flight to go to Vegas, and you're going to go to Vegas 5 months from now, and you book the flight today, and let's say it comes down to $1,300 US, and you book the flight, and then you go find like for like cheaper anywhere else. Let's say you go somewhere and you find that instead of $1,300, you find it for $1,000. So you find it $300 cheaper somewhere else. If that happens, you do a print screen, you send it to the company, and the company will refund you 150% of the difference back in our own currency to spend on future holidays. So let's say you paid $1,300, you found it for $1,000, so $300 cheaper, you get $450 back. Now that's pretty crazy. There's no company in the travel industry that is doing anything even remotely close to that. And to give you peace of mind is what we call the rate shrinker. So between now and the time that you fly, our rate shrinker technology will keep on searching the internet, and if it finds your seat, the same planes, the same kind of seat, same details, cheaper anywhere else between now and the time that you fly, automatically will book you on the cheaper seat and give you the difference of the cost straight back into your card. This is one of the reasons we're getting these awards, because the best case scenario you'll find on any other travel booking engines is they'll say they'll match it. Well, what's the point of matching it? That's not any real value there. It just means you pay the same as what you paid in any other booking engine. But to come and give you 150% of the difference back, that's pretty crazy. But you know what? This here is what we call our entree. Let's go to our signature dish, which is called DreamTrips. Now, the membership covers you, your spouse, and any kids under the age of 18. And as you can see there on the screen, in 2014, we had 1,000 DreamTrips to choose from. Last year, we had 11,000. So you can see the exponential growth of the company. When I joined 7.5 years ago, we only had 100 DreamTrips to choose from, to give you an idea. And I thought that was crazy, let alone 11,000. So let's have a look at some examples, okay? This is in Malta. 3 days, 2 nights at the Le Méridien Hotel. So in case you haven't heard of the Le Méridien Hotel, it's a 5-star hotel chain, super gorgeous hotel. Check out the price, $159 US per person. So if we're talking euros, it's pretty much about the same, about 150 euros per person, okay? And every single dream trip, guys, has other activities included with it, or some meals, or some transfers to and from the airport. I mean, this one here, as you can see, it has a complimentary access to the gym, a lunch and brunch, as well as wine and beer on top of that. Now, see the little circle where it says apply up to 25 points. Here's the really crazy thing, okay? Whatever you pay to be a member of the club, and our membership starts from a couple of $100, okay? Whatever you pay, you'll get back in points, which is dollar for dollar, to take off as an additional discount of the DreamTrips. So you as the member would not pay $159. You would pay $159 minus 25. So you spend $134 on that dream trip, plus you guessed at 159. So basically you would spend $280 for two of you to go for 3 days, 2 nights to Malta. And Malta is gorgeous. Greece, now this is over Valentine's, okay? Check this out. It's got a Valentine's Day romantic dinner and a champagne breakfast the next day. So it takes all the thinking out of it, you know, because let's face it, Valentine's is around the corner. And Valentine's is a pretty expensive time of the year. I mean, just to take your loved one out for a meal for two. I mean, if you're in the UK, it's ridiculous. You won't spend less than £100 if you want to go somewhere that's actually decent. If you want to get some alcohol with it as well, you're going to spend more than that. Or you could just take them to Greece, have 2 breakfasts, a dinner, romantic dinner. Check this out, staying in a beautiful hotel over the Valentine's Day weekend. And it'll cost you $169 minus the points, $110 for 3 days. Okay? Barcelona, okay? April, 4 days, 3 nights, staying at the Renaissance Hotel, $429, and includes 3 breakfasts, a lunch, and a dinner. Berlin, I was actually just in Berlin in November, really gorgeous. Actually did this dream trip, stayed at the Grand Hyatt, and we had a Berlin city tour as well. And it was a cruise, which is a really nice way to see Berlin. $389. Now to give you an idea, this particular resort was about €300 per night. And this is for 3 nights for that price, okay? Plus all the extras that are included as well. Lisbon in Portugal. I haven't done Portugal yet. I'm really looking forward to doing that. That's staying at the Corinthi as well. This includes a full day tour as well, and a hop on and hop off bus tour, which I think is one of the best ways to actually go see a destination. Paphos, Cyprus, 4 days, 3 nights, as you can see there as well, and includes 3 breakfasts, a lunch, and a dinner, $249. Hong Kong. I mean, there's so many great options, guys. Beijing, seeing the Great Wall of China. That's a gorgeous place to go see. It's part of history. Another one in Greece. I mean, Greece is such a popular destination in Europe. This is practically an all-inclusive. I mean, it's 7 breakfasts, 6 dinners, and a lunch, along with half a day tour and a back massage and a Greek night. $1,100, and that's for 2 people. Okay. Cruises. If you're into cruises, breakfast, lunch, cruises is basically like a floating buffet. That's $559 per person, as you can see there. Dubai, I know that we've got someone from Dubai as well. This is staying at the Fairmont, which is a really nice hotel chain. As you can see there, it's $1,400 for 2 people. Once you take off the points, it works out to about $1,100, which is very cheap for Dubai. And one thing that's close to our hearts, guys, so we do all types of dream trips, as you can see, from sports dream trips to, wine and dining and city trips and natural nature trips and things like that. But the thing that's close to our heart is our voluntourism, where you're able to go to third world countries and you're able to give back to the community by helping us to build bottle schools in Guatemala. This is a trip to actually build an orphanage in Thailand, to give you an idea. And lots of different trips as well, where you're there making a difference. So that's basically our dream trips. That's our signature dish, okay? Now, you can see that basically through your app. You've got dining options as well. So imagine going to different restaurants, and by the end of it, you get your bill, and a percentage of your bill you get back in points, so you can spend on holidays. So you can eat your way to a trip. I mean, let's face it, we go and eat out a lot more often than what we do on holidays. So that's another way to contribute towards your holiday savings account. So that's the travel club membership, guys. That's what we believe is pretty much a no-brainer. And there's 2 levels that you can basically come in at. The entry level, which is gold membership, is $200 once off. When you add GST, it's another $20 or so, depending on which country you are and the GST laws in the country, because we're in 30 countries right now. Officially, as of last night, Romania is officially on the map as well, which is very exciting. And then you got a monthly membership as well, which on your 12-month anniversary, you get that back dollar for dollar to spend on holidays. Now, what most people go for is platinum, because let's face it, you got VIP and you got VVIP. If you got a choice of VIP or VVIP, it's like if you got a choice between economy plus and first class, what would you go for? You go for first class. And that's what platinum is. It gives you access to the trips much earlier than the gold members, because let's face it, they do sell out because there's a lot of demand, and lots of other perks as well. And that's $300 once off and $100 a month. And again, the same thing applies. Whatever you pay in, you get back straight away in points to spend on holiday straight away. And then your 12-month anniversary, you'll get all of that back as well. So it's like having a travel savings account. So that's basically the travel club membership, guys. I mean, personally, anybody in the world can benefit from this. But what I'm going to go through over the next few minutes is the part that really got me excited. And that's a way that you can actually make some extra side income if you choose to. By the end of this, you might turn around and say, look, Efrosyni, I'm excited about making money with WorldVentures as well, so I can travel more, or I can basically stop going from paycheck to paycheck and, it's just surviving and having more options. Or maybe you just, by the end of it, you don't want to do the business and just go on the holidays. It's entirely down to you. But essentially, guys, we're showing people how they can leverage the business opportunity with WorldVentures, have their own business, and be part of the single biggest industry in the world, which is the travel industry. $8 trillion. That's how big the travel industry. You can basically do this by partnering up with us, like the person that invited you to this webinar. And to give you an idea, our head offices are based in Plano, Texas, but we've got offices all around the world right now. We've got European offices and Asia and Australia and all around the world. And to give you an idea, if you have a look in the bottom right of the screen there, it says number 32. In the direct sales industry, which is the biggest industry in the world for entrepreneurs, for aspiring entrepreneurs that can have a part-time business, we're number 32 biggest in the world. Now, bear in mind that the travel industry, which is $8 trillion, we're the only company that is network marketing and direct sales in the whole network marketing arena that specializes in travel that's ever made it to the top 100. And we're number 32. Now, that's 2015 statistics. 2016 haven't come out yet. And to give you an idea, last year, we're pretty much finishing just under $1 billion in revenue. So this is a really big deal. This is something that's growing exponentially right now. And you can have a slice of that by being a representative for $100 once off and $12 a month. Now, you can do this in your spare time, part-time, or full-time, depending on what your situation is right now. And guys, we're getting a lot of traction from a lot of celebrities right now. Shaquille O'Neal, what's a guy that's worth $350 million joining WorldVentures? Quite simply, sharp people and successful people know how to spot a good opportunity. In fact, we just had a 4-time heavyweight champion just jump on board the other day. He actually fought Mike Tyson. You guys might remember the fight that happened between Mike Tyson and Avalon, where Mike Tyson actually bit his ear off. That's pretty crazy. But he's a heavyweight champion. He just jumped on board. We had a UFC heavyweight champion. He just jumped on board 2 days ago as well. Shaman Moore, who's the main actor from Criminal Minds, he's jumped on board. And you know that when the celebrities are jumping on board, you're onto something really big that's about to explode right now. Now, we highlight to everybody, guys, there's no guarantees regarding income. The only guarantee is you. You put in the work, you're going to get paid. You treat this like a hobby, it will pay you like a hobby. You treat this like a serious business, and of course, it's going to pay you accordingly. Now, let's have a look at how the money works, okay? Number one, when you have a business, what's the first goal? It's how do I break even? Then how do I get into profit? Quite simply, you break even with WorldVentures by recommending just 4 customers. Once you recommend 4, you pay no more. The company gets rid of your monthly fees. So, of course, anything you make over and above that is pure profit. Now, you also get $80 cash, depending on what country you're at, or $400 in DreamTrip reward points to spend on holidays, depending on which market you're at. Or if they're platinum customers and you refer 4, you get $200 cash plus 1,200 points back as well to spend on future holidays. So earn your way to a holiday. Stop paying for holidays. Earn your way to a holiday and have a much better experience. So now you recommend a 4. Well, recommend 2 more, and we say go get your 6. And if you do that within a 4-week period, you make your money back and you're in profit. So you'll see you make anywhere between $450 and $570 cash if they're gold, and or $750 cash if they're platinum, plus a whole bunch of points. Now the crazy thing is, guys, it's not just about going and getting into profit for you, but what if you could help your friends go out and do the same thing? So you got 6 customers and you help them make 1 more sale each, you'll see that you'll get a $300 check the next month. If they make more sales, and it will go up to $900. Now, $300 might not sound a lot, but at the same time, when you think about it, this is part-time income over and above what you're already doing. It can start making a difference in your life. You know, the other thing is the residual income, and that kicks in when you refer and create a team of 60 customers collectively. That's not you by yourself. Let's say you go get 6, and you help those 6 go get 5 each. You're already halfway to residual income if they're gold. If they're platinum, they count for double. So by referring 30 platinum customers with your organization, you'll start making a regular check every single month up to $500. And the bigger the team, the bigger the income. There's literally no limits to how big this can get, guys. Now, to give you a little bit of an idea of my story, when I personally got started, I never really did anything like this before. But I'll tell you what was key that really stood out for me was the support and the training that the company offered. We do 4 big trainings a year, and this is our leadership factory. And I saw this, and all I did is I plugged into the training of the company. I did exactly what my mentors told me to do, and by literally doing this over a period of time, I'm able to create an organization that is growing by the thousands, okay, tens of thousands so far. You know, we're averaging about just over 1,000 people a week joining our team right now, not because I'm anything special, just because I plugged into the training. And that's essentially the key to WorldVentures, guys. You can plug into the training. There's webinars, there's a team website that you can also connect with, where you got lots of tools and trainings on there as well. And by literally following the system, you can get your life back. You can sit there and have more options. It's the beginning of January right now, 2017, a brand new year. Of course, you might be seeing a recording of this later on. But the thing is that there's never too late to start making a change that can change the direction of your life. And that's essentially what this vehicle can do. Now, just to recap, you can just come in as a customer at the gold level, $200 once off and $50 a month. Or add the business on top of that, you'll pay about $360 to $370 US once in your life, and $70 a month. Or you can come in as platinum, which is what most people do. $400 once off and $100 a month if you just want to be a customer. Or if you want to do the business as well, just over $500 US once in your life and over $120 a month. Now, as I said earlier, you recommend 4, you pay no more. You recommend 6, you're in profit. Guys, we've got lots of amazing stories in our organization. As you can see there on your screen, the 3 Musketeers, the #1 income earners in our organization, making over $1 million a year. Making over $1 million a year. Now, they're exceptional to the rule, okay, but I'll tell you, it shows what's possible. Stavros and Katerina, 2 amazing leaders. In fact, it's through their leadership that we helped to launch Romania recently, that we're just in Romania for, to give you an idea. They got to the highest level in the company, 21 months part-time. And we got lots of other stories as well. This is the Jet and Razvan that helped to launch Romania. I mean, Romania is such a great example where the average salary is 300-400 euros a month. And sometimes people see this and they go, you know, I love this, but I don't have the money to get started. Well, you know what my mentor always says? He goes, usually the problem that prevents you from doing something that you really want to is usually the reason why you must find a way to overcome it. Because if you don't find a way to do something different, you're never going to get something different. When your back is against the wall, the only way you can go is forward. So This is essentially the information in a nutshell, guys. Feel free to reach out to me on Facebook. I'm always here to support the team. But more importantly, get back to the person that invited you right now. Let them know which part you liked best. Grab your little blue sign. And I look forward to meeting you and seeing you on the beaches of the world. Now, one more thing. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a 15-minute break right now. Speak to the person that invited you to help you get started. And in 15 minutes, I will be starting a quick fast start training session to show you exactly how do you make money with WorldVentures. So stay online. I'm going to put some music on. And in 15 minutes, we'll start the fast start training session. I'll show you exactly what do we do step by step in order to go up and build a huge organization and create freedom. So we'll start in 15 minutes.